Alright, let us continue on with our investigation. I think we were examining stuff here, right? We haven't even done anything here. But we did learn some blockbuster news that freaking Pearl has two sisters. One of which is Iris, apparently, and then another twin, which was. And that twin was in the case like 5 years ago that Mia fought. So, yeah, bad twin and good twin. The Shihichitsu, it's there in Mystic Amy's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Or it was just decoration, you know. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Duxnum was pushed from the top of the wall? Very possible. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they are tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. But I guess you can't really do much with a sled. The building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Duxnum was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Or from the wall, we don't really know, I guess. Okay. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. I guess, yeah, if you need light, you need these things. You need to use the lanterns. Miss Duxnum's star. There's no electricity, I'm guessing. I definitely remember there being a crystal spear attached to the star. I guess Larry eventually found the spear near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? You gotta figure that out. And what the hell is this? They keep saying this. What is this? They won't let me click on it. Apparently it's not important or whatever. Though it seems to me like it's pretty important, or should be. My all-important badge. I am a defense attorney. Hey, look! It's my attorney's badge. Haha, good one, pal. You're always good for a laugh with your little badge. It is very tiny. But a real man has a police badge. Good. Present from Maya. Hey, that looks good. Is it a cough drop? I tell you, pal, I've had a sore throat all day. Ah! No, that's my Magatama. You can't eat it. Oh. At least he doesn't just put stuff in his mouth first and ask questions later anymore. Yeah, that's good. Occult magazine. What about this? Detective Gumshoe, any thoughts? Yeah, well... It's pretty chilly today, huh? My brain doesn't work properly in the cold. Perhaps we'll just have to wait until summer when it's warmer. Great. Oh no, my brain doesn't work properly in the heat. I'm kinda weak in the head. Great. There are some things you're better off not advertising, Gumshoe. That is not very smart, apparently. Okay, hanging scroll, you know what this? Do you know anything about this scroll, detective? Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, this is just the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, and weenies. Mashed potatoes with gravy and weenies. Incredible. Potatoes and weenies are the two greatest foods invented by man. A dream combination. By weenies he means sausages. But sure. Although, I can't afford to try them together yet. It's an unfulfilled dream. Can't afford, huh? I was hoping you'd have more to say about the scroll and less about the gravy. Oh, sorry. Nah, I can't tell you much about that scroll, pal. Why do I bother anymore? He knows some stuff, at least. He sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, her past, it's all a complete mystery. Not quite, she was Maya's mother. But Gumshoe doesn't know that yet. Just like every other case, huh? Always a mystery. Yeah, not really. Iris is hood. Okay, he doesn't know. The weather data. Okay, the sword. I didn't follow the ins and outs of it, but it turned out that this wasn't the murder weapon, right? If what Sister Bikini saw is right, then no, it's not. She said the murder weapon was thrust into the victim up to the hilt. But the bloodstains on this aren't consistent with her story. Don't worry, pal. I'll uncover the real murder weapon. If I haven't turned it up by spring, you can take my badge, Spring. The case will be long over by then, Gumshoe. You need to find it today. The fingerprints. That stuff belonged to the victim. Yeah, and apart from the crystal missing from the top, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, I just remembered something important. This is just between us, okay? He wanted to be a wizard. Okay, what is it? I've never told anyone this before. It's a secret. I actually wanted to be a wizard when I was a kid. Great. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. How did the crystal spear get separated from the staff? Not even a comment on his story. And what was he doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge? You gotta figure that shit out. The autopsy report. Okay, nothing. Iris's testimony. Tracks. Nothing about the tracks. The murder photo. What do you make of this photo of the crime scene? It's really gruesome. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. But it turns out that his tiptoe thing wasn't even the murder weapon. So then, why would someone stab it in the victim like that? That's the mystery we're here to solve. Yeah, Larry's sketch. It was like a circus today in court. All thanks to this little sketch. If you want my advice, you should ignore it, pal. Look, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he wouldn't just draw something like this as a joke. Then I guess I should start getting hyped for tomorrow's trial. Huh? Seeing you trying to explain that thing. I wouldn't miss it for the world, pal. It's pretty funny. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should just ignore this useless piece of graffiti. Now we gotta explain how someone got across from the murder area where the murder happened, or on that side near the inner temple, and came back here. Someone has to have done it to get the body across or something. I don't know. Found on the outcropping near Dusky Bridge. As blood on it came from the victim's staff. This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what that artist guy said, yeah. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it when she landed on the other side. But this crystal didn't belong to Iris. There are traces of blood on it too, pal. The real question is, what was it doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge? Yeah. Then the Master Talisman. That thing must have been worn by the victim. There's no other way of looking at it. You mean because of the matching leather cord found around the victim's neck? Yeah, I bet it was one of those things she always wore. I've got this safe driving charm I've been wearing for over a year now. Where is it? If I ever get into an accident, it guarantees it'll be the other guy's fault. Yeah, but doesn't help you at all. Isn't it supposed to stop you from having an accident in the first place? Nope. That'll happen. It'll just not be his fault. Maya Fey is missing. The situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in the sacred cavern though. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. We've gotta get her out fast, or it could be bad, pal. Isn't there anything you can do, detective? What are you talking about? Huh? We are already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Godot put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around. Godot? Yeah, the coffee-drinking mystery man who didn't show up in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal. I mean, he does owe Maya something, right? Because, I mean, he was Mia's mentor, right? Maya is his sister, so maybe that's why, I don't know. He cross-examined me once, you know. Yeah, that was us, the big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning, tactics and tricks. But the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks. I can't believe she's gone. Yeah, she is gone. Found her, by the way. The girl was trapped over at the inner temple since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying. Yeah, she's still crying. The dot. That guy's got more mysteries than a choose your own escapade book, pal. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I can't believe he skipped the trial like that without even getting permission. He'd have been fired for sure if he worked for a normal company. Do you know where he is now? Nah, but I bet he's walking around somewhere with a mug of coffee in one hand. I should have figured. It looks like Gumshoe doesn't know about Godot's physical condition. He's blind apparently. Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Yeah, without the visor he's blind. He had a good reason for missing the trial. So why didn't he tell anyone about it? I mean, it makes him look weak kinda, right? Big Gumshoe? Hey, you wanna hear something, pal? Come on, I know you do. Maggie says she's gonna buy me a new coat. Really? That's great. Yeah, I think it's to say thanks for helping her out during that last case. Which means... I can finally chuck out this stinky sweat-soaked rag. Head, I mean, he's had it since the start, right? There was even a tracker in it. Back really bothers her, bikini. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lying type to me. But there was a problem with her testimony, wasn't there? Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. One sec. Okay, let's quickly finish this. I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing and it came out wrong, that's all. I know what it's like. Happens to me all the time. Incredible. And Elise Duxenum. Real name Misty Faye, Maya's mother and master of the Korean channeling technique. Kisha was a mysterious, okay, so he doesn't know still, sure. The defended a nun from Asakura temple doesn't have any spiritual power. We know she does though. I don't know. I'm not so sure anymore. The clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Iris could have done it now. What clues are you talking about? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess I can let you in on it. The fact that the inner temple garden was the crime scene, and that bloody writing, you think it's Maya. However you look at it, Maya Fey is the only person who... Hey, quit giving me that evil stare, would you? You look just like Mr. Edgeworth. It wasn't Maya. There is no way it could have been her. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, they think it's Maya now. Larry Butts, unbelievable sight, blah blah, this guy. He was Miss Elise Duxenham's apprentice, or so I heard. Well, I suppose you could call him that. That guy drew a portrait of me, you know. Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it. That's pretty awful. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery of the court today. And I'm almost sure he did it on purpose too. Did he though? Franziska von Karma. Hey, speaking of Miss Von Karma, what's she up to? She's keeping an eye on Iris at the inner temple. Oh, really? Phew, I can relax at last now that you've lost her. She has a real thing for hitting you with that whip of hers, huh? Yeah, but I'm kinda getting used to it, which scares me a lot. Oh, so this one time she forgot her whip at home or something. And tell me you were able to have a violence-free day. Nope. Nah, she slapped me instead. Great. I prefer the whip. Getting slapped all day makes you look like such a loser. And being whipped doesn't? I guess it's more cool. Miles Edgeworth. Where is he? I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why he moved overseas? I don't know. Probably to look cool. Huh? There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur Gumshoossery. People really don't get Edgeworth, do they? Nope. An older sister of Misty Faye and mother of Pearl and Iris is in solitary confinement. Morgan Faye. I've seen this lady someplace before. We had a case. Isn't she that jaw-droppingly large strawberry dessert woman? What the hell? Oh yeah, she's Pearl Faye's mother, right? That's right. She was involved in that incident in Korean village last year, wasn't she? Hey, she was the one who did it. Why doesn't he think his whole thought through before opening his mouth? Yeah, that was one ugly case, huh, pal? Was? I don't know. The more we look at this case, the more I feel like that one never ended. She's locked up safe in solitary confinement at the detention center though. At least we can rule her out of this case. Yeah, sure. Her father deals in jewelry. You know this person. What about this? Any thoughts? Okay. Nothing. So now we can actually talk to him. Investigation letter and murder weapon. Anyway, I'll have to go eat some food. Probably watch some TV after that. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, let us continue onward. We were going to talk to him about the investigation. So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? Probably not well. I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. I mean, it can, but you know, whatever. The truth will reveal itself. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. You knew that. And they are taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that secret cavern, we are gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What did he mean by that? The letter. About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I am busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Be careful one night. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Bro, this is instructions for pearls. Burnt up old letter. Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. Hey, you should really be talking to a prosecutor before giving it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? Burnt a letter added to the court record, found by Gumshoe in the inner temple incinerator. It's got to be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Yeah, it's not a litter though. Found by Gumshoe in the inner temple incinerator. What letter? Be careful once night falls, something should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. There's 3 pages. Her name is something, she is our ally, the whole... Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is something, burn the letter. Also make not something, tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our something vengeance to fruition. You must channel her spirit. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. Okay. Interesting. Murder weapon. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shitishiso that was found impaled in the victim's body. So she was killed because she was the master. By someone from the Edge family. The Branch family. Probably the twin sister of Iris. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah. And man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We are using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What is it? What's this secret weapon of yours? Don't tell me it's that lady we helped as well, who was also into all forensic investigation. You wanna know? You've gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No? I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you wanna give scientific investigation a go? Yes. Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. There's a spot on the snow. Definitely I want to use it. It's right here. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Yeah, I'll play forensics expert. Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive, you could make it cry. Nope. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off it. Nope. Oh, bother. So, now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we are trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. Oh. That's the sound of the metal detector's signal bouncing on something metal. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good looky-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit something or someone metallic, and when that happens, press the enter to give the area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight too. Take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? The ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they are the exact same thing. No, they are not. They are completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. Alright, I think that's the last step at a conversation in the game, though. Probably. I should get an achievement for that. What is this? Is there something up on the eaves? I can't tell from here, pal. Meh, just forget about it. But it's right under Elise Brooksman's window. And it's the perfect spot for hiding something long and thin like a sword. I'll go take a look. Oh. Nope. Ah, it was nothing, thank goodness. Someone just dropped a spoon. Why are you so happy about that? Well, imagine if the murder weapon had turned up there. It'd make me look pretty dumb, huh? At least he recognizes that much. It's a pretty obvious spot to hide it. sled is metal? That's odd. This sled's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the side. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? A badge. Aha! I have been hunting high and low for that. Oh, great. It's yours, detective? That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that dime in there now. It doesn't even have freaking metal. How did you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I know. I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear any more. Okay, okay. The same dialogue. Even these. It's just a pair of skis. Nothing useful for our case here. I'm actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal. I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind. Really? I had no idea. How good are you then? Well, I am better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard. That's a pretty detailed answer. Oh, but you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy. Incredible. The guy's losing it. Must be the altitude. We'd better get back to the investigation. More skis? Oh, the same. Okay, the ladder conversation. Metal statue. That she's so next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? I mean, you think about other police branches. Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Yep. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. I know where it is. It's this right here, isn't it? Looks like there's something round buried in the snow here, in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They are real nasty. A trap for detectives. You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? The bear traps? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once. What the hell? Your finger? There was this bit of cheese, and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then BAM! I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. He got his hand stuck in a mousetrap. Insane. What do you mean? What is this? Hey, I found a $1 coin. Huh? Money? If you find money, you have to turn it into the police or a detective. If the owner doesn't come forward within 6 months, you get to keep 10%. The other 90% goes to me. I mean to the police department. Don't get so close to me, detective. Give me some space, will you? Here's the coin. Happy? I definitely made the right decision becoming a detective. Yikes. Talk about a serious case of denial. There's something over here. What's this? A pen. Hey, I've been looking all over for that, pal. Huh? It's yours. Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I qualified as a detective. You just dropped everything here? He told me it'd be good for sticking in suspects' faces. That makes you detective sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it. Oh, there's something there. This looks like a wallet. Aha! That's where it's been. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Your wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. Then why do you have it? Then how come the metal detector picked it up? The bell? Must be because of the bell, I guess. Well then, where the freaking hell is it? There's something. This must be an old pan handle or something. How do you know that? Huh? What? That was my nickname in junior high. What? Panhandle? I didn't have much money back then, pal. I used to bum stuff off the other kids sometimes, so they called me the panhandler. Panhandler, huh? I can see that. Thinking back, it's actually kind of a nice memory now. Incredible. A dollar coin, okay. What's this? What's this? Oh, it's a pen. The bear trap is not it. Nothing over here. I don't know where the hell it is. It doesn't exist here? That's the dollar coin, right? That's the pen he dropped. That's his wallet. That's a panhandle. That's the ladder. That's the sword. Well, I can't quit out of it, so... guess we'd better... This thing is metal. What? This is Miss Duxnim's staff, isn't it? Is that the murder weapon? Scientifically speaking, they are usually made of wood. But the detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. It might have a metallic core. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Maybe it's a sword in disguise. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the crack. Ah! The top is coming off. Yep, it's a sword. Look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! The sword, isn't it? Yep. That's uh, a sword inside the star. Is this? Could it be the murder weapon? Found it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yes, yes, we know. And then the thing was gone. Someone burnt it. Murder weapon. I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe, he discovered it, he's saying. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? It could have been clean. No, no, no. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shishito too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. He's just gone. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hold it. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know. You are going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya's been murdered? Please, detective. Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay, okay. Just stop it with that face, pal. One thing though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we are finished. I understand. This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. Edgeworth gave it to you, right? How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks. Victim's staff received from Detective Gumshoe for safekeeping. Has a sword hidden inside. No one knows this except me and Detective Gumshoe. I can't help but wonder though. What was Elise Duxenham doing with a staff like this in the first place? I mean, she probably suspected that someone would try to kill her, right? The Branch family people. Tell me about the victim's staff. I still can't believe it, pal. I'd never have guessed there was a sword in that thing. Sure, there isn't any blood left on it, but there's a good chance this is the murder weapon, pal. But this is Miss Duxenham's staff, right? That would mean she was killed with her own weapon. I guess so. And there's something else that's bothering me too. Oh, what's that, pal? Miss Duxenham was an author and an illustrator, right? So what was she doing carrying a sword around with her? That's a good question. And there's gotta be a good answer to it, I guess. Good luck finding it, pal. I am beginning to see why he receives the salary he does, Greg. And also this burnt letter. What about this? Oh, he has no thoughts about that. Alright, well. I'm guessing like we're done here, right? I can't believe that was literally out of the bear trap. Same. Hey, I present to you the sword cane. Hey, material girl. I guess we can't even show her. What about this? Hey, material girl. Doesn't know anything. Alright. I shall move to the main gate. Yeah, doesn't look like anything is here. I shall move to the suspension bridge. I shall move to Heavenly Hall. What the hell? I have the stuff I need. Why are you going away? February 9, Heavenly Hall. Is she still here? I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. But I have what I need to break Pearl's secret now, I think. Oh, at the bridge? That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. Yeah, maybe. Go to the bridge. Take me to the inner temple gate. Maybe they're here. They're not here. Okay. Incinerator. We know something was found in there. He just tossed it in his pocket. It is extremely not good. Take me to the garden. Okay, nothing to talk about. Anything else to examination? Nothing to examine here. Oh, the torches. These are torches of the naked flame variety. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Accordingly to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, Maya was training up here, so there's nothing strange about that. Except, apparently they don't light these torches for training sessions. Huh? I heard that too much light isn't conducive to spiritual training. Oh, I didn't know that. So someone lit them after the fact. Interesting. So do you know about the staff? What do you think about this, Ashworth? Sorry, right? Defendant prosecutor. Okay. Then same thing with this, I'm guessing. Right? Sure. Nothing to talk about, right, with you? Nope. Move to the training hall. She's here. Okay. else is was. What if I present to you the cane sword? Yow! The locks of armor important with Wright. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Her name is, she is our ally, the whole. This is a picture of her user when you channel her. I know you can do it. When this is done, burn. Also make sure at 11 gravely roast a master in the fires of deity and bring our vengeance to fruition. She just wants proof that she has a sister. Ah, and I think I have that now. Pretty sure this will work. Now we know whatever has to be done to break most of these. Night of the crime. What's going on that night? You went to your room. Do you still claim? Yes, you're innocent. This person saw you somewhere else. Bikini saw you. Testimony said that she left Iris there. There were two Irises basically. Talked about training. You were there. That's very impressive. I left the main hall. Let me see. 20 minutes. So I would have taken left at 9:40. It's not possible that you left at 9:40 because you had own testimony. Says that you rang the lights out bell at 10. Yeah, we met surely, yeah. There were two of you. Show me there's more than one of me. This question mark person. Mr. Wright, when you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know? I guess so. In that case, are you saying I look like this person? Can you show me something 100% certain about then? Shit. Well, I don't have a photo of the... I don't have a photograph. Well, I can't go anywhere else. I'm just roaming around. Maybe you know about this person? I mean, I think I already showed this to you, right? Iris had a twin sister. That's really all I know about her. That and the fact that she was taken away from her mother by her jeweler father. Oh, wait. You know who will know about this is Edgeworth. That's who I'm supposed to go talk to. I see. Oh, bollocks. Suspension bridge. Then move me to the temple gate. Then move me to the garden. Then I can present to you Morgan Fay. You know her? Okay, what do you know about this unknown person? Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently, her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. Let's talk. Dahlia Hawthorne. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. We're talking about Terry Flaws, right? Oh, you know about that case. You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. That's why we were reading about their case in the hospital. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Flaws conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. And she got away scot-free, but she was caught later, wasn't she? They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. You have a photo of her? And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. And then she became my girlfriend? Oh, that didn't happen. That was someone else. Her sister. Well, her stepsister actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. Yep. Who's this? The woman who tried to kill me. Isn't she in jail? So it is the same person. So after Terry Flaws died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. She's dead. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Oh. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Grr, nerg. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! That's why she already had beef with Mia Fey. At the time, Dahlia. It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. And her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Oh, and then someone channeled her, I see. Executed. I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There is. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Korean channeling technique. You say Korean channeling technique. Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworths. Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Well, his father was. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real. Do I have her face now? Yep, Dahlia Hawthorne deceased. Morgan Faye's daughter and Iris's twin sister. She was executed last month. The resemblance is uncanny. I mean, they're twins. The hair color is different, but hair color can be dyed or something. Anything new? What do you think about this? Oh, now you won't talk about it. Alright. Well, are you ready to be broken? Time to smash this lady's locks. Boom. Someone saw you. Someone saw you, lady. It was Bikini. Bikini saw you. Come on, we know what she said. Get smashed. Boom. Then your own testimony will say that you did not leave at 9:40. You were there till 10, lady. Don't lie to me. Oh, I pressed R. There you go. And even we met, so you can't deny it. There were two of you. Show me evidence. Okay, you want evidence? Here's Dahlia Hawthorne. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Ah, that's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. Ah, that night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew all about it. It was Pearl. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Ah, broken. Get unlocked. Oh, thank you for my health back, by the way, game. And to the crime. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I had been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. How am I gonna prove this in court? Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. What? Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? Yeah, what betrayal? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago, right? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris? Iris has been manipulated, obviously. It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful. But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Revenge? Because they abandoned her mother. The father abandoned the mother and then gave away one of the daughters. It's kind of horrible. What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. Yes. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was said to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Kuriel. That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother. But before long, the credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick drive and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple? Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. Oh. And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I have heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. The the mother, Morgan Fay, sent a letter to her daughter, Pearl Fay, and then got her to channel this lady. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fay clan. Oh yeah, Von Karma believes in the channeling, right? That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Hmm. Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. Great. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Wow. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's Cyclock. Yep, I mean, she was the one who actually channeled the stuff. You won't look at things, right? Yep. Alright. I mean, we know a lot now, but let's see. Anyway, that should be the last, and probably the next time we go to court should be the last time we have to go to court, considering, you know, we are basically done now. We have all the information, all the pieces. February 9, Heavenly Hall. Look at that. They really did make a fire. Right in front of the shack. That's not a good idea. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Where's the fire? There's no fire. There's a fire. I don't see a fire. Anyway, I think we're done here. For now, we can present like this to her. What happens? Burnt letter. Pearls. It's no good. She is in no condition to look at anything for me right now. Alright. We cannot talk to her about the night of the crime. And now we can. We can prove why she was so interested in the bell, because she had to do something, channel someone, and I think I know who that someone even was, so I think we have everything. Anyway, see you in the next one. Might be the last one, maybe.